What is going on out there, peeps? All right, so I made an adjustment to my volume because people were saying that the volumes were too low. Hopefully not. I kind of got a loud voice. So, anyways, let's get going on. I should say, we should get going on what's going on out there. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I've already had coffee. There's no excuses. Anyways, let's get out there and see what's going on in the world of gold and silver and cryptocurrencies. Because as I read some of these comments, I knew you guys would chime in on the cryptos, and if you ask, you shall receive. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a moment. You guys should be considering buying precious metals right about now. There's a lot going on in the physical world of gold and silver, not the paper. If you decide to buy gold and silver, go check out our friends over at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer in Puerto Rico or the United States and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver. You can pause right here because some of you guys keep asking me for my address. There is my address. Feel free to write it down. You guys know I got Hang with Pimpy. That's my Pimpy's news network. Come on over there and join us. A lot of you keep asking Pimpy, where is the link? Well, if you look right below the video, it says description. Put show more, and then you'll see the link there. All right, and it'll take you over there to my website. Or just put in there Pimpy's News Network. That's another way. All right, you guys, you know we're supporting our friends over at Wall Street Silver, both their YouTube channel as well as their Reddit channel, our page. So the links for both are down below. Come on over and give them some love. So let's look at what's going on in the market. So I really got to thinking about some of the things I've been taught over the last, few months, but a lot about what's going on in cryptos, and something definitely has caught my attention. So gold and silver, you can see they're going to keep trying to knock the price down. We know they're trying to cover their shorts. June 28th is coming up. Everybody keeps going, no, Pimpy, they delayed it. No, they didn't delay it. There's no info out there that says they delayed Basel III. Now, where people are getting confused is they see out there January of 2022, and it's something about January 2023. Remember, these go in stages. June 28th is the first stage. That's for all of Europe. But that's the time that the mechanisms used to manipulate gold and silver are supposed to be removed. That's when people who are holding on to gold and silver anticipate the fact that if you remove the ability to manipulate gold and silver, then obviously we expect to see gold and silver react the proper way to the market and see it go up in value. So people keep trying to tell me that it's being delayed. I have not seen any official announcement that has been delayed. The first stage I'm talking about, the one that happens on June 28th. So again, we got about 6 days to do what you need to do. And again, I told you guys to expect this. This is not surprising at all. Besides that, as we go into the summer months, this usually happens when it comes to commodities. So back to cryptocurrencies. And, again, they're still going down, and they go up and they go down. I told you guys, it was my opinion that if they start to level out for a little while and they show some kind of, if you see it go up really quick and down really quick, I mean, that to me is not very secure. Right now, what I want to see it do is plateau for a little while, a week or two, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, showing that whatever number it's at about 32,000, that it's being supported. I was anticipating this sucker running before the June 28th, but now I have a feeling what they're doing is smashing all commodities, trying to push everybody else into riskier assets like stocks, all right, which aren't worth the crap. So look, think of this as a time to buy. So if people look at I started looking at this Wyckoff graph, this Wyckoff method. And so there's one side of it that we've seen. The one side of it, it's being followed to the T. It is something that is implemented, planned. We saw the rise and fall of cryptocurrencies. That fell exactly, almost to the T, the graph that Wyckoff demonstrated from the 1920s or 1930s, whenever he did it. But there's another part of that graph that is not being shown. So Wyckoff also said there's a point in which it starts leveling off for a good length of time and then starts repeating itself. So in 2017, the Wyckoff method was implemented. 2021, the Wyckoff was implemented. So if that's the case, if you look at the graph, I'll try to find the one that shows you the other side of this, then that means we would hit bottom soon. That doesn't mean it's going to go down to zero. What I mean is as down as far as it's going to go, where it's supported. That's called the accumulation stage. This is when you want to start accumulating it. It's going to make a run again, just like it goes up the same way it did in 2017 and 2021. All right? That means if you know this in advance, you have an opportunity to really rack in some major dough. Just look at whatever cryptocurrencies perform the best since crypto was at the bottom and made the run, which if you're asking me, that'd be around March when it fell 2020. But I think we caught in April 2021, the one that outperformed everybody was Ethereum. Yes, it had the highest percentage return on your investment. So obviously that would be the one, once again, that I would be focusing on. So if that's the case, then I am keeping an eye on the cryptocurrencies. Now, I said last night, where the hell are they relocating? They have to relocate the mining. I can't imagine that, cryptocurrency world is just going to go, oh, wow, China, who mines 64% of Bitcoin as well as tons of other cryptocurrencies, is just going to shut down and that's the end of it. I said, I wonder if somebody's going to pick up the mantle and run with it, especially over here in the United States. And lo and behold, the crypto gods say, Pimpy, here is your answer. So, look at this, down below 32 again. If that's the case, this might be a time for you to start accumulating. Why? Because if in fact and indeed the lack of hash rate, the mining that's going on for cryptocurrencies has dropped off because of the crackdown by China, well, it looks like somebody packed up their bags and headed west. So they loaded up the truck and they hit for Beverly Hills, that is. Go west, Bitcoin, unpacking the great hash rate migration. Good. Do it. So it says right here, whether it's the United States or other locales that grow their market shares at the expense of China, it will be a significant win for Bitcoin's decentralization. So yes, indeedy, it's happening. They are moving. So good. If that's the case, then buy on the dip, you guys. You can't keep, I'm going to go the other route and say if I'm a crypto person, I say, so what if it keeps going down? Just keep buying into it. Think cost average. Okay? This is like buying your cryptos on sale. Again, there's nothing out there that's done anything whatsoever at all to ease my concerns. But having said that, I'm also smart enough to know there's a window of opportunity in which you can invest in cryptocurrencies and make money. I've been saying that since 2018, especially since April of 2020. So we know this. China is clamping down hard on crypto trading and mining activities. We know this. But now somebody's picked up the material, packed their bags, and they're heading somewhere this way. So whoever that is, they're going to pick up the mining for the cryptocurrencies. That should get the hash rates going. That means you're going to see cryptocurrencies climb. See, crypto, I'm giving you guys some love. They get all pissy. They go, don't, I told you guys, I don't hate cryptocurrencies. I don't trust them. I still don't trust them. And every time I warned you guys that something might happen, the very thing I warned you about happened. It's almost like the crypto gods are going, what did Pimpy say? Yeah, okay. Do it. Yeah, Pimpy's right again. Seriously. Power outages. Yep, Pimpy said that. He warned us about that. Huge hacks. Yep, Pimpy said that. He warned us about that. When the crypto market drops, not being able to get on your platform, they always have excuses. Then you can't sell, can't hide, can't do anything with your cryptocurrencies. Yeah, Pimpy said that. That's what happened. That the government would regulate it and slap taxes on there. Yep, Pimpy said that. That's what happened. Said that there's no such thing as total anonymity. That's a lie. Yep, Pimpy said that. That's what happened. He said China controls way too much of it. If they wanted to, they could crash the market. Yep, Pimpy said that. That's what happened. But everybody's like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, man. You don't know what you're talking about. Stick to other stuff like silver and gold. I might not know what I'm talking about, but it's kind of funny how everything I said was going to happen happened for somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. Yeah, I like how that happens. You can go back and watch all my gold, silver, and crypto videos and see me talking about this crap way before it even happened. As crypto crashes, wipes out 1.3 trillion. Here's what some pros advise about buying Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and other assets. What's an investor to do when cryptos enters a new stage in 2021? Free fall, yep. Highlighted by declines in everything from Dogecoin to Ether. Crypto values are collapsing, if not crashing. It's a crash. I showed you guys what a definition of a market crash is. Trust me, it meets the definition. Wiping out more than 1 trillion in value since a peak for the digital asset complex in May. Indeed, the world's #1 crypto, Bitcoin, was on the verge of erasing its year-to-date gains on Tuesday after briefly wiping or slipping below the psychologically important level of 30,000. I believe it dropped down there briefly, but went back up, obviously. At last check, Bitcoin is changing around 31,000 after hitting a 24-hour low at 28, which marked its lowest since January of this year. Is that right? Before it went on its run again. Bitcoin is nursing a year-to-date gains of 4% after boasting the gains early in the year of 100%. I remember when everybody's going, see, look how much I made on cryptocurrencies, and look where gold is. Yeah, ours gradually goes up and gradually goes down. And the thing is, there's no platform that's going to wipe me out of my gold and silver. There's no government going to shut us out of our gold and silver. People go, I love when people go, well, they can confiscate it again. No, they never confiscated it in the first place. We know what happened in 2013. They called it confiscation. But no, the government said, hey, we're going to outlaw gold and silver. But we need you to turn in your gold to help your country. That sounds familiar. Turkey did that recently. People did it. They turned it in. They thought they were helping out their country. So no, they don't go door to door. No FBI is going to come after you. No, none of that. They don't have the resources to go door to door. Here's what some crypto and investing professionals are advising against that backdrop. So Graham, the vice president of transactions at Ledger, said that pullback in crypto was inevitable given the run-up. Well, there's one thing if there's a market correction or a pullback. It's usually like 10 to 15%, but not a 50% loss. That's ridiculous. Any asset class sees a meteoric rise. That's not meteoric, man. That sucker shot up and shot down. What goes up really fast comes down really fast. That's not a true healthy growth. In the same way we have seen in crypto is expected to correct. Yeah, try to do what you can to gloss this crap over, but it's a crash. He said and then China intensified its crackdown on cryptos, included banning of mining and trading, has only amplified the downside. Again, I don't know how to stress this enough. The reason for that is they don't want cryptocurrencies competing with the yuan. What country is going to allow cryptocurrencies to compete with its country's currency? None. Not at all. Why do you think they've been manipulating gold and silver for over 100 years so that it doesn't compete with the dollar? Now, what I would do if I was somebody like the United States and I see these countries cracking down like this, I would say, wait a minute. Instead of following suit and cracking down, what we should do then is totally dominate the cryptocurrency world. That's right. Create an ecosystem that trades specifically on cryptocurrencies. What I mean by that is allow other countries to be able to purchase cryptocurrencies from the United States if they're still interested in them and invest in them. And if they want to use them as a currency, offer up stores that will provide that for them outside of their country. You would make a ton of money because people would want to be getting away from that country's currency and that government's control. So why not be the one that controls them all? One crypto to control. No, we don't want one crypto. We want several. So that's also a possibility. The country that moves forward and embraces this and offers it to the world, even though their countries are cracking down on it. See, now China really controls their people. You can't do anything on the internet for the most part without them knowing about it. But what you do is offer a VPN or an alternative way for them to get into the crypto market inside China, inside India, inside any country that's going to ban cryptocurrency. So for you crypto creators out there, you should probably give a consideration to that. Saying that something's decentralized doesn't just cover it. I mean, seriously, if you can convince one country to go ahead and allow people from around the world to buy into your cryptocurrencies, you can make a ton of money without charging a ton of fees. See, the underlying fundamentals of crypto asset world has not changed. No, it hasn't. But the fact that even something like this can affect the crypto world is a concern that I had. If it's truly decentralized, which there's no such thing. Once you're on the internet, there's no such thing. There's no total anonymity. There's none of that. People can argue all they want, but eventually you come right back in the system, just like the article showed. So here's my thing. When this thing can be out there where it's untouchable, literally, no governments can stop it. There's total peer-to-peer anonymity. The fees are ridiculously low. And you could create an ecosystem like stores, which specifically and only operate on cryptocurrencies that the government can't touch, can't seize, can't monitor. You would get a bazillion people jumping in on that. People are so tired of governments intervening in their lives and telling them what they can and can't do. Good luck just creating one of those, because there's no such thing. Sean Rooney, asset manager for Valkyrie Investments, said that the ban on crypto activity in the People's Republic has forced mining operations to shift to other areas outside of China. Okay, so you guys think about this. Go, okay, then if this is what's causing the drop, then once it's shifted to another location, will it make sense that it only goes right back up to where it was? Yeah, that's a possibility. So accumulate. Right now's the time. You don't have to specifically go into Bitcoin, but I sure to how when going to these cryptocurrencies are jokes like Dogecoin, sure you might see another bump in it, but I would rather invest in something that's real, like Ethereum, Polkadot, Theta, yes people, XRP, yes people, but good luck on that. These are the ones that when the doo-doo hits the fan and the dust settles, I think will still be around. We'll see what happens. Anyway, it says a drop from the high 65,000 is now below over 50%, signals that Bitcoin traders can find themselves in choppy waters for weeks to come. Weeks to come. So here's the thing. Buy gold and silver now. Watch what happens on the 28th. I don't think there's going to be any. Now, this is just my opinion because other people think there is. So on June 28th, we're going to see the Basel III kick in. I think there's going to be a delay before it really starts to take off. Probably we'll see what happens in the first week or two of July. Will really let us know what's really going to happen with the gold and silver market. If that's the case, then maybe as it goes up, although I don't recommend you parting ever with precious metals, but then maybe you go, okay, good. Now I can take some of my metals, turn around, and by the way, money metals, you could sell your metals to them in exchange for cryptocurrencies. So you can go the other way around. You could buy gold and silver with your cryptos, but you can also sell them for cryptocurrencies. So you work. See, that's the great thing about money metals, man. They are accommodating in every aspect when it comes to dealing with precious metals. Seriously. So, fine, then we sign, because where are we at? We're 6 days away from the 28th. So we're talking about a 3-week window. This guy's saying weeks before we see anything happen. Let's see what happens. Although I always tell people be diversified, I am heavy and bullish when it comes to metals. Everybody knows this. But so again, people go, you flip-flop. This isn't flip-flopping. I never flip-flopped. I tell you guys what my concerns are. I tell you guys what was going to happen. It happened. I told you these are my concerns. If I can get my concerns addressed, I support the premise of cryptocurrencies, but I know how governments operate. We all should know how governments operate by now. You can't trust them. They're not going to let anything compete with their own currencies. And sure enough, look what happened with China. So having said that, if they're packing up their bags and heading west, what are we talking about? 3-4 weeks before they're fully operational again? So I say, hey, let's give it a couple weeks with gold and silver and see what happens. But diversify, you know what I mean? Buy on the dip. This is a good time to buy cryptocurrencies on sale. I could create a whole other fictitious portfolio. I got to recreate the other one for you guys. And we'll see where it goes from there. But anyways, for the most part, I'm not fully giving up on cryptocurrencies yet. I still don't trust them. My faith is, and I'm all in right now on gold and silver. Okay? But just using common sense when it comes to the behavioral patterns that we're seeing and all the news that's coming in and out. If truly cryptos are down because of the hash rates, because the mining was shut down, it only makes sense that when they move it and get operational again, that it's going to go right back up. So let that be a consideration. Gold and silver, we know they're going to try to do whatever they can to cover their shorts at a discount. So this isn't surprising. Like I said, even if it goes all the way down to $1 an ounce for both of them, I'm not selling. Nobody is. Just hold on to your metals and buy them on a discount. Anyways, you guys, that's it for, whoa, what's going on there? Hey. But again, I don't want to see huge swings up really quick and huge swings down. I want to see a healthy growth is what I want to see. Anyways, that's it for now. You guys hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.